But it's going to be a great opportunity for a Corny 40 member to have a big VIP weekend out there and a trip back out there to stay in the house and lots of cool stuff. But a $25,000 purse. If you've got game and you are not an ACO member, you can still come out and play and qualify.
That's right.
But we look forward to having you out here, and we'll look forward to seeing this game get underway here with Frank Gears, the Cornhole dude. He is just about ready to get it started.
Bring it, baby. Here we
He's
go.
giving them the signal to bring it. So this is the match we've been waiting for. This is going to be a single elimination match. Matt Gammons, who just took that first bag with the higher seed, the #1 seed in the tournament, against Matt Cummings, the number 28 seed, thrown out of the red lane. So,
man, I can't. That Field of Dreams thing, man, that is so cool.
That's
You
gonna
say
be a lot of fun.
inaugural. You're talking about the first one.
Yes.
And, man, it's
Every
so
year.
cool to be at the first one.
We will be back every year. And there's going to be a really cool Corny 40 jersey that's going to be made for the first ever group. That's to wrap up the first frame here, but they'll have commemorative jerseys that are made for them. Top Gun 20 jerseys are going to be taken care of as part of the prize package this year. Pro jerseys, as always, we're going to feature those in a really cool design, but we're going to have those bags with the Field of Dreams corn for sale as well.
Absolutely,
As
commemorative.
It's going to be
bags,
good stuff.
You know.
All right,
we're
so
gonna
right
get
out
those announcers jerseys.
There you go.
Commemorative.
The corniest.
The corniest. That's right. We
of
do
the
come up with some corny stuff sometimes.
Or how about amazing?
Yeah,
How about that?
there you
Let's
go.
go with full amazing.
That's perfect. That's a good
nice
one.
bag right there to clean things up.
Yeah. And this should be a good match.
Yeah, it really is. It's,
Matt has been smoking hot.
Well, you're going to have to be more specific.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
Matt?
That's what I said.
Yeah, Matt's
I did
gonna
that
be
on purpose.
No,
I
did
wonder
you?
if you caught that.
Matt will win this game. Is that your prediction?
That's right.
Okay.
And I am good at predicting.
All right. Well, it's a 6-0 early lead for Matt 2T Gammon over Matt 1T Cummings.
Yeah.
Glad to have Zach and Blakely and Jody, Kenny, Dylan, Blaine, a handful of others on board with us. If you're watching at watchstadium.com, we'll look forward to having you tune in with us at Cedar Rapids. And no matter how you are viewing tonight's festivities and activities from Center Court, we're glad to have you.
How about Matt Gammons picking up a 6
board, yeah.
already?
He put 4 up, then he put 2 on top of it pretty quickly. But, you know, we watched Matt Cummings get off to a slow start there earlier, and
He did not fall down when he got behind. That's for sure.
He got the job done. He got the job done.
You know, I gotta start taking a better look at Matt Gammons when I do my predicting. 'Cause he just makes me look bad, I'm telling you.
Is there a chance that he will prove you wrong? Oh,
that
how
was
about
nice,
that? Nice
man.
airmail. Look how thrilled he is.
Yeah, he's not very happy. Because he knew he gave up too because he didn't get the drag there.
But honestly, I felt like Cummings right there was going to try to shoot that gap down there about the 5 o'clock position, but it just didn't seem to respond the way that he let the bag out of his hand.
I think, Matt, if you gave him $1 million, I think he wouldn't smile. He'd just look at you and say thank you.
I appreciate that $1 million.
Yeah, thank you.
Now I can afford this extra tea. That bag looks like it's easily in play. Both of those look like they can be cleaned up.
And Matt
That's an
tried that
interesting-
shot a couple times.
Oh, well, those are now both
Yeah, he's going to use
nobody's bags.
He's going to use Matt Cummings' bag back there in the back. He didn't get it over far enough.
No,
That's just going to be.
this should be a wash.
Yes, sir.
No,
No,
it's not. Well, should be, could be, would be, isn't. So
No.
6-4.
What a great weekend we've had, man. We've had some great matches here.
We have. I will tell you, everything that's happened to me inside this room has been great. Everything that's happened to me outside this room has affected my retirement.
Totally agree.
And not in a way that I would
totally
probably be proud of.
And Todd is back online watching his son. No, beautiful
Shadrick
bag.
and Ashley and a handful of others, Alan. Boy, and these guys, it's interesting. They both have a pretty high arcing bag.
Yeah. Here comes a block, maybe.
Cummings going to lay low there to block those
Yeah.
two. Now this is. You think this is going to be airmail, or has he got enough
I think
room
he's
there?
going to try to push that bag.
Real estate on the
down
left.
the
He's going to go
center.
low and hard.
He didn't get it. They bunched, and that's going to be
That's going to be a 3 spot.
four. I
Four
think.
spot.
Yeah,
Four spot.
And he has taken the lead, as we've seen all weekend long, how the pendulum turns.
Yes, the seesaw continues back and forth with lead changes, and again, it's probably a stat we should keep, especially being here for Sweet 16 weekend here in Vegas. There's a lot of lead changes that happen, and a lot of crazy finishes that happen, a lot of overtime. In this NCAA tournament, we had a little overtime last night. We got a little double bonus coverage as well.
Absolutely.
Could very well have that again tonight.
We could. We may get a doubles game over here.
He gets that bag to leak in from the backside, and he's going to definitely make some hay while the sun's shining there. He's going to pick up 4
back.
On that one, there was no chance that other bag there.
No. It's a lead change, but look, he's not happy. He gets 4.
Cummings,
and he's just shaking his head. I'm talking about Matt Gammons.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him and Bob Hiles' facial expressions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get somebody to start taking pictures.
Well, I think that T-shirt we talked about with Heil, happy, sad, there'd be like 9 different blocks, like the Brady Bunch. With Gammon, I think it's going to be 9 blocks,
sad.
But it's the same exact face for every one of them. You can't read it. But you know what? I think that might be a psych-out technique, too.
Yeah.
With regard to
poker face, man.
His opponent, And if he wins with this championship jersey on, he is eligible for that $1,000 bonus as well. So he's got a lot on the line. So Cummings is
big money.
Certainly looking to take a little bit of bread out of the baby's mouth. But grab his first purple jersey and championship as well. Yeah, he looked off to the side there and couldn't believe what happened, but left himself open for the wash.
He gave up. He gave up something he could have had too.
Could have had a couple
just for
there.
Nothing.
So still riding that 10-8 lead into the next round. Martin, Steve is checking us out. Brandon, Chris, glad to have you all on board.
Yeah. Always. Nice blocker bag by Matt Gammons.
Haven't seen a lot of airmails from Cummings, but he hasn't really.
When he thrown them, he's made them though.
Yeah, he hadn't had to go to it as a weapon, but when he has, you're right. He has been smooth as silk.
Yeah, and this is fixing to be a smooth round right here.
8-bagger.
Well,
I'll tell you
man, how many times do you see that happen? The last guy gets the last throw, maybe takes a little bit off of it because you want to make sure it's perfect, and it kicks right a little bit on you. I know a guy that does that on a regular basis.
That would be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Then I wonder if they at some point they want to come over and go, hey, you know, it'd be great is when 7 bags have gone in, if you guys would shut your word holes.
That's right.
That'd be great.
You are jinxing me. They go back and watch it, we could be in trouble.
To your point, if you want to go back and watch any of the majors we've had on Stadium, go to watchstadium.com, go up to the top right, and I believe right up there it says live, and you can drop down. There's an American Cornhole drop down on that menu, and you can pop down there and look at any, all the way back to Panama City Beach, Florida, and everything in between, Augusta, Georgia. That's going to be a couple there for
Matt Gammons.
So
Matt G. We'll call him.
Matt G and Matt C. That's not a huge help right there.
No.
Don't forget, Whole Nation with Rich Pyle is going to be rolling up 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. It's a great all things cornhole kind of program with Rich and Tracy putting together some great content, and it's always a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of characters, and you get to learn a lot.
Yeah, they do a great job, and always funny stuff, and good stuff, good interviews. You might, if you're here, you might even see yourself on there.
You could end up on Whole Nation, as a matter of fact. All right, that's nice bag right there. He's just going to stack it up, but he's able to bump one of his in. I thought that might wedge everything up in the hole. Is he going to go up and over? He's going to give it a shot. How about that? Nicely done.
Points right there.
Takes his and another, and then takes one of Gammons' bags in with it for the wash. But he didn't think about it. He didn't overthink it. He didn't step out. He didn't step back. And at 14-8, you know what? You wouldn't have blamed him if he did, but I think this is when he really, really kind of gets his mojo working again.
Yeah, I told you. He hadn't shot many, but when he shot them, they have been dead center. How about Austin Cameron tuning in? Isn't it past his bedtime?
Oh, you know what? When you got that many championships, you're in charge of the house.
That's right. Okay.
You tell everybody when you go to bed or when you don't.
Yeah.
Matt Gammons leaving a little bit of a window of opportunity right there. We'll see if Cummings can take advantage of that. There's a
there he goes
up
again.
and over. Oh, and he gets
he
one.
Does. He gets 4 though out of that.
Yeah, he gets the one. He gets the one, and I really, boy, that bag looks like it's ready to drop there.
And
too,
it's
from
sitting on the
Gammons. It's
slick
just-
side. How it stayed up, I don't know.
Boy, that would have been a nice airmail drag
Yes,
right
sir.
there to change things up. But 14 to 11 now. So, you know what? No lead is safe. We've said it 1,000 times. We'll say it 1,000 times again before we wrap up season 17, or as far as we go into perpetuity with this. That first bag was just a disaster right there for
just
Cummings.
when you make a little comeback. And they may have 2 out of play. As long as Matt don't drag it back, I think he's
inched it back a little bit. Is he going to go up and over and get it? Now he's pushed it back out of play on his own, and he's going to, oh, wow, he just kind of pinballed that one up there into the hole, and he's going to take a 14 and turn it into an 18, and that negates pretty much that nice little bounce back that Cummings had there on the last frame.
It does, and Matt inches closer to that 21.
Yes, he does.
And the overall major champion. And Matt, I'm going to tell you, Matt is establishing himself as one of the great players in the ACO right now. I mean, every time he comes out, he has a great finish. He's always in the top 5, top 10, and he's got a couple wins. And I'll tell you, he is one tough cookie, man.
He really is. Watching Riley Brewster take him out and put him into the losers bracket earlier by 1 point, that was a revenge point that was taken back later. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
All right, so there's a couple that have kind of built a diamond pattern around the hole. That's an interesting bag there that ended up taking Cummings' bag.
Good finish right there after he has a bag out of play to start.
Out of play, and that's going to be the wash right there. But this almost starting to feel a little bit like a slugfest. Before there was a lot more style, and now it seems a lot more substance.
You're just wondering if Matt C. can get up off the canvas, because he's been knocked down a couple times.
We shall see. He made a nice comeback and then gave it right back a little bit ago. But boys, good stuff on center court as always. These games really just continue to impress. And we talked about seeding works, and we've seen 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s battling. But to see a 28 seed step up and play to this level against the guy who's walking in number 1, you gotta love it.
And the 28 seed doesn't mean that he's not in this league. It means he may not have played as many to establish that.
Yeah.
And he's going to make a big jump right here and finishing where he's finishing, second in this major.
Cummings is he's throwing the pro snipers. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100% Navajo.
That's right.
Out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Interesting. We always ask everybody when we get a chance to chat up with them, just silly questions and whatnot. And were you talking to him when you said if you could play anybody living or dead?
Yeah.
And and it was funny because last night it was Wendy Chacon out of Orange City, California. She chose Bob Marley because she's all about the one love. And that was the most interesting answer we had gotten to that question until today.
Till today.
and Matt C. He told who live or dead, who would he want to play cornhole against?
Ronald Reagan, man.
Ronald Reagan.
And you know what? But his reasoning is because he said his grandfather. He said he looks like his grandfather. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see if Matt can get a point out of this.
See if he can get it up and around, and he does. Boy, that's
beautiful.
Very nicely played there. Yeah. That's a little get-around bag and a couple left up on top of the wooden sunroof. So it's going to turn 18, 14.
Yeah, and this Bear Paw and
the
Cummings, the Dry Waters, they're all starting. They come out of that Oklahoma region over there, and they are starting to hit the scene heavy. And they're always getting to the finals now. I
tell you, they have some of the coolest jerseys too. The imagery on their jerseys is
look at that,
just top notch.
On the front of Matt Cummings' jersey, that's just awesome.
It's the first time I noticed it. I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight.
No, I might be scared. And now Matt's got a chance maybe to win this game right here.
Yes, he does. And if he does, we'll have him over here, and we'll see if I'm going to give you a handful of feathers, and you see if you can coax a smile out of him. I don't think that's going to do it.
And let's see if Matt wants to try to step out and get around, or is he going to shoot the air? Man, he's stepping out. He's going to go take a look. It's not a whole lot to look at there. He went about halfway. Is that a half a timeout if you only go halfway?
That's a time O. Yeah. He just took a time O.
Yeah. Here he goes.
All right, he's going to go in.
That's it.
And that did it. All right, we've got ourselves a singles champion here in Las Vegas. Nicely done. It's Matt Gammons over Matt Cummings, and we will see if we can get Gammons over here to crack a smile or crack a beer with us as he celebrates his win in the Las Vegas Major here at the Westgate Casino Resort and Spa. We're thrilled to welcome him, our new champion, and boy, he did yeoman's work to get over here. I don't know if you just noticed. He just threw his bags down on the board like he's going to set them on fire.
I think he wore out.
When he gets home, he's got to be tired. Last time we had you over here, you broke a sweat, bud. You weren't smiling. You're still not smiling. I don't think it's sunk in just yet, but that was a lot of hard work. Nicely done. Well played.
Thank you.
I'm going to move this down here just because we want to make sure we hear every word about what it took. And you can start from the very beginning. You can start from the day you were born, if you'd like, as to what brought you to this championship circle.
Man, I just knew it was going to be a tough game. I've watched him play all day, and he's been on fire. And I just got lucky to he gave me a couple chances. I took advantage of them for the most part. I missed a couple, but I just got lucky a little bit, I guess. And
well, I got to be honest with you. A lot of times after your name, if there's parentheses and there's just a number 1 right in those parentheses, luck may not have all that much to do with it, especially when you're dressed in purple top to bottom. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't that purple jersey mean a little something extra?
A little extra cash for you right there, man.
That might be an extra $1,000 to you, my man. How about that?
Heck yeah.
Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, hey. Look.
Hey,
there it is. There it is.
I've been building you up, too, by the way, when you get that. So
I appreciate it.
So, you know, if you want to take care of your little friend here.
Oh, hang on for a second. I'm hearing from the truck. There's a Todd Gammons on the phone that would like your direct deposit number, and he's already using words like half.
Yeah, we got him laughing. Look here. Hey, I do want to say, these majors, you have been really stepping up this year. And I told Finn over there a minute ago, you've established yourself as one of the top players. And you know that. And I know you work on your game, and it's really showing. So, I mean, kudos to you, brother. That's not luck out there, okay? That's you throwing the bag in the hole, okay?
I appreciate that.
Well, and it's not unlike when we talked to Todd about the piggyback shot. And he said, you always said, are you doing that on purpose? He said, if I keep doing it, I am clearly doing it on purpose. So that piggyback shot is one thing that's come out of the Gammons household. But I will tell you something. We're still thinking about this right now. We may ask you to change the pronunciation of your name to Game On, because when you guys show up, it's game on for everybody else to come take you down. So congratulations, the Las Vegas Major Champion Singles Championship, as we work our way further towards Branson, Missouri in the World Championships. I'm certain we will see you there. Sir. And I'll be very interested to see what number is inside those parentheses, because there's a very good chance it could be that number one, man. Again, congratulations. All right.
Thank you.
I think what we'll do now is, on that note, with our singles champion crowned, I think it's probably time that we take ourselves a break. We go get a cold one, and we may come back for a couple of bonus coverage matches here in a little bit. But this guy's got some partying to do, and I'll tell you what, why don't you meet me out at the roulette table? All right, or no,
don't go with the roulette.
Let's go to craps, because I will show you how to lose $1,000 in a minute. Okay, and you won't even know how you did it. All right, congratulations. So from the Westgate Casino Resort and Spa, we have Matt Gammons, our singles champion here for the Las Vegas ACO Major, and on behalf of Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, and everybody here behind the scenes, our executive producer Eric Heinerman, Frank Ayers, and the entire ACO team, we appreciate you checking us out on WatchStadium.com. Tonight, we'll see you in Cedar Rapids as we work our way to Branson, Missouri for the World Championships. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, and on behalf of everyone at the American Cornhole Organization and our singles champion, Matt Gammons, we remind you, keep on pitching. That was hard work.
Whether played in the backyard or on the big stage, Cornhole isn't just a game. It's a people. We are Cornhole. And it's proven through history.
The great thing about Cornhole is anybody can play it. It's a simple game. It's a fun social game. It's portable.
You really get hooked on it, and you just want to keep going and going and going.
And just like any game, what anyone can play, only a few can be great at. The American Cornhole Organization was created to serve as the governing body for the sport of cornhole. Yes, the sport. Cornhole is a sport that is competitive and legitimate. Tournaments nationwide, prize money on the line, the King of Cornhole World Championship, millions of streams online, ESPN coverage with future hopes of becoming an Olympic sport. Yeah, Cornhole is legit. We, the people of Cornhole, make this game what it is, and more importantly, what it will be.
Always remember, whether you are in the backyard or at an ACO event, be sure you keep on pitching.
We are Cornhole, and we are just beginning.